Hey everybody, I'm back again. Week 14, I think at this point. I'm losing track of the weeks, but yeah, dive right into it. Thursday night was the Rams and the Raiders, and goddamn, Baker Mayfield in his one game with the Rams so far is absolutely him. Jokes aside, he had a good game against the Raiders, who I've been very openly bashing since like week one. The Rams finally, actually win a game that they're supposed to, and the Raiders continue to kind of just suck. Next, we have the Lions and Vikings, and the Lions win again. I told you weeks ago that the Lions have a rhythm, and now they're just going to beat near everyone's ass, and hopefully they make the playoffs. I really want to see his team make it, especially for the head coach, and the fact that this team has just been getting better and better with each and every week. And and the Vikings are starting to peter out a little bit and become not as good as I said they were a couple weeks ago, but still, I still have faith in this Vikings team, but watch out for the Detroit Lions. Next was Ravens and Steelers, and what a battle of the offense. Kenny Pickett going down to injury, Lamar Jackson just not playing in general. This was not a fun game for either side. The Ravens end up winning by 2. Not a good time. It's not a good time. The Bengals and the Browns, and all week, all people just kept saying was Joe Burrow's never beaten the Browns. They didn't factor in the fact that Deshaun Watson's still fucking terrible, and Joe Burrow is still one of the most elite quarterbacks in the entire league. Yeah, we just didn't factor that part in. And yeah, the Bengals look like they're last season forming in, and I have full faith in this team. Next was Bills and Jets, and yeah, the Bills are winning games again. And the Jets' defense is still just real good. But even, Mike White is an absolute soldier. This dude is an absolute legend. Dude got sawed in half, and he came back in and finished the game. Whether he plays this week or not is whatever. But shout Mike White just for that. And but yeah, the Bills win by 8 points. And like I said, when Buffalo lost 2 games in a row, they'll be fine. They'll be perfectly fine. Next was Cowboys and Texans, and a little close game for the Cowboys. After actually schmurdering the fucking Indianapolis Colts, a close game against the Texans is not exactly what I expected. But like I've said a couple times, the Texans are in these games a lot. They just kind of exist around these games. It's kind of cool. I mean, they're still ass, but they're in the games that they're playing. Next was the Eagles and Giants, and by gosh, the Eagles murder another opponent. 48-22. The Giants are really falling off a cliff since they're 6-1 start, and the Eagles don't look like anything's stopping them anytime soon. That's really all there is to say about that game. Jalen Hurts is still elite. Jaguars and Titans, and this is a bad loss for the Titans, losing to Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. And if Trevor Lawrence plays like this more frequently, the Jags will be good in next year. They get him a couple more weapons, and he's good next year. That's really all I can say. T-Law's found his rhythm down the stretch here. It's finally nice to see that. With the Titans, just a bad beat. Not much else to say. Broncos and Chiefs, and even from a performance of Russell Wilson, of a couple touchdowns. Now he has 11 touchdowns, and the Bathrooms have 12. But the Chiefs continue to look like one of the best teams in all football, and continue to just murder opponent. Now the Broncos are eliminated from the playoffs. Seattle and Carolina. And Seattle, I had a lot of faith in this team early in the season. They're starting to kind of lose a lot of that steam, but Carolina crushed them in the running game. And yeah, it was a one possession game, but not they ran the ball. It was just gonna not be fun at all for the Seahawks, who have a terrible run defense, and the Panthers, all they have to do is win out, and they're in the playoffs. It's so weird to say, but it's true. Finally, next was 49ers and Bucks, and Brock fucking Purdy murdered the Buccaneers. He absolutely slaughtered them. Oh my god. Dude, I've never seen Brady get decimated like that. I get listen, I get it. The 49ers defense are that good. But 35-7 is a ridiculous score. I don't think Jimmy G, I don't know who else could do that to a Tom Brady-led offense. That's crazy. And then the fact that Brock Purdy said he just kept putting up points because he knows that Tom Brady was on the other side. And Tom Brady just said we got destroyed. Like, dude, that's crazy. Sunday night game was Chargers and Dolphins, and Chargers win a game. Not convincingly, but they win it, and the Dolphins have kind of lost a little, same like a couple teams I've said, have lost a little bit of that steam that they had where they're putting up 35 a game, but now, the Chargers come in, they win a game, and are actually starting to piece some stuff together. Hopefully this team can string a couple of wins together and go on to the playoffs. That's all I can hope, as someone who wants to see the Chargers succeed. Lastly, we had the Patriots and Cardinals, and like all Monday night games, really didn't watch it. Patriots defense absolutely destroyed the Cardinals. Kyler Murray out for the season. Arizona has been a complete failure. I will say it again. It's just the OBJ and Baker situation combination again, but this time it's D-Hop and Murray. It's just not working. Nothing's going to work. But yeah, that's it. Here are the power rankings. I've been Dom. Bye.